The Olympic Games Paris 2024 will be the first ever Olympic Games with gender parity. The IOC has allocated exactly the same number of quota to female and male athletes. For the first time ever in Olympic history, we will celebrate the Olympic opening ceremony in the heart of the city, with the River Seine as the stage for a sensational welcome to the best athletes of the world by hundreds of thousands of people along the river bank. Thank you very much. Indeed, the Olympic truce resolution will most likely be tabled at the UN General Assembly in the course of this year. The initiative and the vote on this truce resolution is the exclusive right of the UN member states. So it is France, the government of France, which is initiating this truce resolution and is leading the discussions with other governments and other member states. So we are waiting for this to happen, and then are looking forward to having a result on which, again, all member states of the United Nations can agree. Yes, we are fully aligned in our approach and the position. As you may know, the French government and the French president has signed the G7 declaration, which is supportive of our position, and you have also seen a number of events taking place in France in the recent months, where athletes with a Russian and Belarusian passport were taking place. So there is a good alignment, and I don't see any issues there at this moment. We have made our position very clear, and our statutes and our mission is very clear. We have as a mission to unite all the athletes of the world in a peaceful competition. We have the responsibility not to punish athletes for the acts of their governments. And this is something, what the athletes around the world who support our approach are also always expressing, that they do not want to be held responsible for actions of their governments. And this is the same what we are doing for all athletes of the world, including the athletes with a Russian or Belarusian passport, while at the same time sanctioning the ones who are responsible for this breach of the Olympic truce. And this is the Russian and Belarusian states and governments, by not having any international competitions in these countries, by not allowing teams from these countries, by not allowing any kind of national identification from these countries, and even by withdrawing the Olympic order from the president of the Russian Federation, which he has received already in 2001. So it's a question of also respecting the human rights, where two UN special rapporteurs have made it very clear to us that we cannot discriminate anybody just because of their passport. I think we have taken the leadership position by showing a clear pathway for the international federations, according to their special conditions and requirements, to come to the right solution. I think it's obvious to everybody that you cannot compare, let's say, a dressage rider with a hammer thrower in the women's category, and even in athletics itself, among the different disciplines, they are making this difference, and for good reasons. What we have made it clear with our framework to all these international federations that they have to follow the science, that they have to have consultations with all the stakeholders in this question, means female athletes, means female transgender athletes, means human rights, means legal experts, means scientific experts, and then come to the right conclusion. And there, we have been encouraged also just, I think, yesterday or the day before yesterday, when there was a report by the human rights of UN, and requesting the international federations to align their procedures with this framework by the International Olympic Committee. I think this is the leadership position we have to take, we can take, and we took.